Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Glad to have you on a Friday morning with us for Second Cup, sponsored by the Nickel Plate and a special guest.
What's happening?
Good morning, DJ Milk.
Good morning.
Glad to have you with us again.
Yeah, so happy to be back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Filling the role of Ed Dranch this morning, which we really appreciate.
Yo, listen, I hope I can just hold up the standard this morning. Let's see
did,
what happens.
That is a high standard.
It's a high bar to
That
make.
is a high
so
bar.
Let's see what I can do.
In some aspects. He's kind of short, so that part's not a high bar.
That part is
I
true.
like to get there. I like to give Ed one of those 1-2 punches every now and then, especially when he's not here.
Ed, thank you for the opportunity to fill in on your seat, brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, we appreciate you coming in. And of course, everybody was asking about Ed too. He had surgery, if you didn't know, last week. We said, just stay home, recover. He'll be back. He was sharing with you guys how he was going through that hernia surgery. So he's just got to
put it all out there too.
He did. He didn't. He was fine with sharing it. And he's been telling everybody about it too, because
he wants some sympathy and some love.
He does. And you know what? When he first got it, it was because of the workouts that he worked so hard at his workouts.
Yeah.
So, he shared how he got it.
Way to stay in the factory.
Absolutely. And everybody, of course, all week has been asking about him. I know you guys wanted to know. So he's doing well. He should be back next week. And I just talked to him yesterday. I'll probably talk to him again today.
Get well, brother. Get well.
Yeah, very good. All right. So DJ Milk is here today because we are talking about First Night Buffalo.
That's right.
Which is happening in, not next week, the week after already. Can you believe here we are coming into 2025?
I can believe it. 2024 has been absolutely amazing, but I feel like 2025 is going to be even better. I hope everybody out there is ready for it and ready for an incredible New Year's Eve party.
So let's talk about First Night, because it's something great that we have in the city of Buffalo.
Yeah.
And it gets kids involved, which I love. Tell me all about it.
So I've been involved with First Night for a while, and now it has gone virtual since COVID, and we are continuing to go virtual because of the amount of people and kids we can serve. It's been absolutely incredibly well received. It's a dance party. It's a fun time for kids. I mean, we have so many different performers and aspects for young people to get involved with what they're watching on the videos. So I'm super stoked about it. And every year we try to top ourselves, and I think we have achieved it once again. I think First Night this year is going to be absolutely spectacular.
Oh, I like to hear that. So here we've got the flyer that comes. Now this is a First Night box.
Yes.
Now, so families can go pick this up at Tops,
Party
right?
Party pack.
$25?
$25.
So we've got,
you can get them
answered some questions for us. $25 at Tops.
Yep.
And it's full of all this fun stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can't see everything in the box. Oh, there you go. But yes, it is full of amazing things, and everything in the box is to go along with what you're watching and what you're experiencing. So it's a total interactive kind of thing that we got going on. We got yo-yos, for instance. Got a couple yo-yos in there for you.
Love.
There's going to be somebody who is going to be taking you through yo-yos and yo-yo tricks. So that's absolutely amazing. Got the jump rope, which I believe is going to be used by Roly Poly, right? They're going to be doing some activities with you. Let's keep going. Should I keep going?
I think you should.
All right.
Now, I have a question about this part, because it says dance party
Yes.
with DJ Milk.
All right. So
What part of the box is yours?
dance party, you're going to get the LED party light, which you'll hook up, and every year there's some kind of light effect kind of thing that we do. And you throw this up. You can't really see it, but it's got a cool little array of colors. Should kind of turn your living room, dining room, or bedroom, wherever you're watching the videos, should turn it right into a full-out dance party for you.
Okay, so Pat is with us right now saying this is a great idea. I actually know Pat personally.
Okay.
She's got grandkids.
Okay.
So Pat, this is super fun.
Yes.
There's so much stuff in this box. We're going to keep going in a second.
Yeah.
But so you're DJing a dance party for a bunch of little kids.
Yeah.
What do you play?
So you know what? It's been interesting. Over the years, we have gone through different iterations. I've been trying to keep it different and new every year without repeating the same music, which now we've done it several years, and it gets challenging in its own way.
Is it like new music?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a combo of both.
Okay.
It is brand new, as in I haven't played the music before, but this year I brought out a few old classics that I have never played.
Like, I kind of just want to hear maybe one example. What one might I know that the kids are going to hear?
Oh, one that's an old one that you might know.
Well, not that old, DJ.
No, it's not that old.
Like a little bit old, like kind of still new.
Kind of old, but kind of still new.
Well, no,
You
see,
know
and
what
that's
his-
where Ed would be getting me too, by the way, because he loves that I'm a couple years older than him. Yes.
There's a
something-
classic, and I don't know how many people know it, but it was very popular. It was Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
Oh, I remember that song.
Remember
Peanut
the
butter
jelly time, peanut butter jelly time,
Yeah.
peanut butter jelly time.
The
Peanut.
kids love that.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Right? Yeah. So
You're so much more fun than
I
I
pulled,
am on the show.
I pulled that one out. And I pulled a few other things that are just a little bit more dance interactive for the kids. And then usually I do some throwback, 80s, 90s kind of stuff
Okay.
that parents and loved ones will know. I try to even sometimes do some stuff that grandparents would know. Like there was years when I did Kool in the Gang Celebration and that kind of stuff. But this year, I think we kind of kept it a little bit more pop, a little bit more current with a handful of throwbacks.
Okay. I love it.
But everything is meant for the entire family. I've gotten videos of babies dancing to toddlers to, older kids. So I try to make it something that's fun for everybody.
Cindy says first night is a wonderful activity, so positive, something for families to do together.
Yeah.
Julie says she's probably going to be in her little home watching all of us on TV, eating pickled herring for good luck.
Okay.
Happy New Year. All right, whatever your tradition is.
I love that.
Peter says as long as you're not playing Lawrence Welk, we're fine.
Yeah, right. Now, you know what? My grandmother was a very big Lawrence Welk fan. Yeah, and I get what you're saying.
The remix would be interesting.
Lawrence
for that.
Welk is pretty much, Sunday mornings, early Sunday mornings, right? But we're going to have a full out dance party for everybody and a lot of other performers and a lot of really, really cool things. I mean, it's still in this box. Can I go back to
so let's go back to that. And I'm showing you so here's the whole lineup or part of the lineup at least. So we've got
Yes, yeah.
looks like some balloons too.
Yeah, we got Jim the Balloon Guy, I believe is the name, right?
Jim the Balloon Guy.
And you'll get balloons. And don't think that you're going to have to try to blow them up because guess what? It comes with a pump too, right? So you get balloons and a pump.
Because the kids are coming up to you like, can you blow up there? You're like, no. I
Yep.
can't." Yeah.
Oh, and we do have a party stick inside Glow light up stick. So you guys will be able to get that out during the dance party
Oh, it
or
glows
slash.
and it
Yeah,
glows.
you pull this tab and
Perfect.
let me see. There it goes. There it is. There it is.
Oh,
Little
love
preview.
it.
Little preview for you. So you'll be able to get your dance party on and boom, get your light up stick out. And it's literally, so there's also Wow Bubbles. They're going to
Love.
be doing the whole bubble thing this year. And so we got bubbles for you and for kids. I mean, literally all of these things in here, not only are they going to be incredible to do along with
Yeah.
what we're doing on the videos, but they all are such great standalone interactive things for your kids to be able to have a good time. So to me, I feel like $25, incredible value. There's enough stuff in here for about 4 kids. In general, more balloons and crayons. They got, and then stuff to color. I literally, it's just a wealth of fun in this. My son is 11 and no lie. So I told him I was coming on the show this morning.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're going to be going through the party pack. He's like, I should be the one on TV going through the party pack
We could have brought him. It would have been so fun.
because I love the party pack. I know. So
Aw.
he was almost going to come. He's next year. We'll bring him out. Solace, big shout out to my son, Solace. Love you, bro.
You're on next year. Okay. Solace.
Big fan of the party pack.
Face painting kit too.
Face
Kids
painting kit.
love face painting.
Yes.
And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, face painting kit. And again, it's like, you'll have other people there so you guys can do it together. One person can be watching and do the face painting on the other person. But again, the videos, you'll be able to go back and watch it again if you really feel like you missed something and want to really take advantage of it. So
Tattoos.
yeah, tattoos.
Like it's a little bit of something for everybody here.
When I tell you, my son, as soon as I came home with it, opened up the party pack. I had to literally tell him, put the stuff back in the box and clean up because he went through it and was like, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing. I was like, all right, we got to save it for first night. Not that you really have to save it, but I'm always trying to get him, save it for the moment and let the thrill happen.
It's kind of cool because you guys change it up every year,
Yes.
which I love. And there's different things here. Pat was wondering, what time does everything begin? How do people get involved with that?
Yeah, so I believe our kickoff is around 5 or 6 o'clock. Yeah, around 5 or 6 o'clock, we'll be kicking everything off. And
am I watching online?
Yeah, and then you'll be able to watch it online at firstnightbuffalo.org, which is also on all of the party packs. And
a QR code.
And there's
so you can
there's some
boop.
QR codes that are going to be available for you. So yeah, absolutely. About 5, 6 o'clock, we'll be kicking it off early enough for all the family to be involved. And then you can continue to, go all night long. As far as I'm concerned, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be partying.
Peter says if Ed was here, he'd be turning off the studio lights, putting on the LED disco light and jamming. Peter, you're not wrong.
Yeah, Ed is a party guy.
He is our party guy. Hey,
I
so I would like to do these at the very end since we're kind of wrapping up our segment. Now these, do we rip them open and then toss? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
You
rip
want to
them.
do one with me?
I can try. Yeah,
mean,
I think
know.
so.
So-
What is it? I'm not familiar with these ones yet.
I
think-
believe we do this.
Do we
and
just
then
rip it in the
throw
top?
it. Yeah, like kind of like a ring. and then
Oh,
you toss it.
okay. Got it.
DJ Milk, thank you for joining us. Any last minute before we give a little send off to the Cuppies? Anything last minute you want to tell them?
Yeah, just make sure you tune in to firstnightbuffalo.org. Check us out. It's going to be an incredible party in Buffalo. I love you. Thank you. Let's have some fun. Bring in 2025, right? Let's go.
Let's cheers. Ready? Okay, here's our streamers. Ready?
Here we go.
Throw.
Oh,
So cute.
it works. It works.
You guys are gonna love this. Okay, so $25 for a box. Ooh, one in my coffee. Sorry. You pick it up at Tops. It's gonna be a lot of fun for the kids. I sent one to my friends' kids last year and like they loved it. They're still talking about
honestly, Christmas is still coming up. So if you haven't picked one up for yourself, you can pick one up for yourself. And honestly, it'll make a great Christmas gift as well.
All right, very good. DJ Mel, thank you for joining us as always.
Thank you so much for having Ed get better. Thank you for allowing me to warm up your seat, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys have a great first night too.
You too.
Awesome. All right, very good. Cuppies, we are going to continue our chit-chatting conversation here. We've got a few things we wanted to talk about with you this morning. Holiday travel, first off, we know is something that so many people are going to be doing in the next few weeks or so. So, not even in the next few weeks, and really the next few days. I got these streamers everywhere. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about holiday travel. Where are you going? What are your plans? I saw Connie's with us. She's already back in town. She was coming from Florida. Thank you. You don't have to pick it up. I promise I can pick it up later.
Okay.
You're so nice. Thank you.
Clean up behind myself.
DJ Milk is so great. He's even cleaning up. So yeah, holiday travel. We had Taylor at the airport today, and she was taking a look at how things were going. And really, the Buffalo airport looked fantastic. I will tell you what, she had a woman on who was talking about making that connecting flight. And we were saying, isn't that almost the worst part for us? We're kind of lucky at the Buffalo airport when we can kind of get in and out so easily, but it's those connecting flights. And she specifically mentioned Chicago. So that kind of made me laugh. So I'm wondering if anybody here is going to be traveling for the holidays. And if you are you driving? Are you flying? How are you getting there? Let us know. We also wanted to talk about this. Holiday drama. How do you avoid holiday drama when it comes to family gatherings? We've talked about this before when it came to Thanksgiving, and I feel like we maybe got over that hump a little bit, but we've got some tips from experts when it comes to holiday drama. So Linda already chiming in on our holiday travel saying, listen, she's going to be traveling from Brant to Williamsville. So actually this week looks relatively good to be traveling. We know in the next couple of days we're going to see a little bit of snow. Josh was talking about that. We're actually under winter weather advisory across much of Western New York. But he was saying as long as you're taking it slow and you're being careful on the roads, it shouldn't be like that big of a, it's not like the snow that we saw last time. We're going to get some generalized snowfall here. So if you're traveling in the next couple of days, like maybe you're going somewhere for the weekend, that's good to know. Then as we get towards Christmas, this cold weather that we're seeing this weekend, and it's going to be really cold for the Bills game Sunday, but this cold weather we're seeing this weekend kind of goes away and we're back in the 30s by Christmas. So let's see here. Sarah says, I'm not traveling, but I so appreciate our small airport. It is so nice. Absolutely. Julie says her holiday travel, she might go to the supermarket. My mom chiming in, what's a holiday without some family drama? Thanks, Mom, for letting us know how everything goes at the Morse household. I'm just kidding. Joy says, no traveling for me. My daughter and her family come on Christmas Eve. I make lasagna and we exchange gifts. So are you a Christmas Eve family or a Christmas Day family? That's another great question, because I know some people try to hit maybe their in-laws one day, their parents another day. So that's something else that people do. Crystal says it's snowing right now in South Buffalo. So Crystal, excuse me, Josh was saying, yes, we are going to see some generalized snowfall. I think we're under a winter weather advisory through like tomorrow morning. So all of Western New York, for the most part, is going to pick up a little bit of snow. It wasn't a terrible amount, and it's going to be relatively easy travel as long as you're going slow. And we always know every now and then we'll see people who don't exactly pay attention to how the weather is on the roads, and then we have some issues. But he was saying it's not going to be anything like what we saw back around Thanksgiving. Thank goodness, because we deserve a nice holiday with our families, right? All right, Julie is talking about holiday drama. Make it good and below the belt. Very nice. So if you've got a family that sometimes has a little drama during the holidays, here's what they say. some tips to kind of avoid all of this when you're together. Number one, if there's somebody that you really don't want to see or you have a difficult time with, they say either do your very best to not see them or have a buffer. Like maybe that person's coming up to you. Here's my husband. Here's Aunt Martha. Like put that person in between you. Not a bad idea. I don't hate that. They also say expect someone might bring up politics, especially this year because it was an election year. Just be prepared for how to handle that and maybe change the topic. Like right off the bat. That's a pretty easy one. Don't engage. Another tip, they say have a positive outlook on the night. They say having a negative attitude can unintentionally cause a problem. You coming in already knowing how you're going to feel about it. And they also say if you got to talk about something serious, do it one-on-one. Don't bring up serious stuff that could lead to a different conversation in front of so many people at the holidays. Yeah, a lot of people saying like that is exactly how you deal with that holiday drama. Just try to avoid it at all costs. And I'd asked a lot of people what it was like if it's a Christmas Eve or Christmas Day families. Caitlin says, listen, she's a Christmas Day family. She's scheduled on Christmas, but takes Christmas Eve off. Should be fine with that, she says, but it's irritating her soul. Yeah, Caitlin, I get you. Sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough, right? Even if you're just taking a purposeful break. I get that, girl. Carol says, Orlando and the Orlando airport is insane. Too much for the bad economy. I'm staying home with my family, making lasagna. Also, Merry Christmas, Cuppies. Now, Carol, I will say that is another airport that is a little bit tricky when it comes to all of this. Orlando can be pretty tough. Julie, going back to our holiday drama conversation, saying a change of subject is usually good. That's a good one. Linda, the family drama there. Who gets to hold the baby? I love that. Looking forward to that family drama. Robert says his mom's going to be over on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Yeah, I think we're going to do a lot of stuff with my family both days probably. So that's the plan for us. So keep letting me know what your holiday plans are and if you have any travel plans that are involved in them. Another thing we were going to talk about this morning, and I thought this was a pretty good one too, is what do you do when it comes to finances as you're heading into the end of the year? So I actually just did a story this morning because, you know, it's a good time to look at kind of your financial footprint, not only for the past year, but also as we look ahead. You guys know they have me do a lot of making ends meet, a lot of price tracking stories. So this is kind of my wheelhouse. So something that I talked to an expert about is what kind of things can I be doing now to make sure that I'm going into 2025 on the right foot, but also ending this year the right way. And so I figured, let me just remind you of a couple of these things because maybe it'll help you out, or maybe you're talking to your kids over the next couple of days and it might help them out as well. So she was saying, if you've got a CPA or a financial advisor, just check in with them at the end of the year. Maybe there's something they recommend. Maybe there's like a last minute something for your retirement that you should know about. Maybe there's a last minute donation that you could possibly make, or they could tell you how to hold on to things for the different donations that you're going to need at tax time. Just check in if you've got a person who helps you with that. They also say, take a look at where you're keeping your money. So I had this really interesting conversation with a woman who uses the financial advisor that I spoke with. And she was telling me she and her daughter, super cute. She's probably about 8 years old. They worked together over the year to save money, and they did like a savings binder. They decided we're going to do it this way. We're going to save money in a binder. So they saved about $5,000 they held a garage sale. They put birthday money away, all these different little things that they did. So they did all of these things. Then they took that money, and she was saying it became so important to her to know where that money was and that it was working for her. So she recommended looking, if you have a savings, at where you're putting it, because she found a better savings account that had a better interest rate. And then she's got her money actually working for you versus keeping it in that binder where she saved it. She was like, listen, this was great while we did the saving process. It taught my little daughter, this is how you do it. But from that point on, we want that money to work for us. So she was saying that that's what they ended up doing and found the savings account. Here's something else I wanted to remind people about: your flexible spending account. Don't forget if you have some extra cash on that, because most of them are use it or lose it. And so it was actually Ed and Russ who were telling me about how Russ uses the last of his FSA money each year. I called Russ and I'm like, Russ, talk me through what Ed was just saying you do. So he was telling me, and I put this in the story, you can go into Amazon and type FSA eligible items only. It pops right up all of these different items that you can use your FSA money on. And I know, like, sometimes you end up with, like, maybe there's $50 on it. Maybe there's a couple $100 because you maybe didn't go to the doctor as much or something. You know what I mean? Like, things kind of changed over the course of the year. You didn't use all that money. So this literally breaks down all of the different things you can buy with that money. And I think that, like, that's something you might not think about because we're in the holidays. We're in the thick of it. By the way, Russ was hilarious. And then he was like, don't let Ed know what I got because it's all going in his stocking. I was like, yep, that sounds about right. So yes, let's see what everybody else is saying here. Peter says, see what happens when Ed is away. Katie hits every topic on the list. Thank you, Peter. Julie says, finance is an everyday wrestling. You've just got to be careful. Yeah, absolutely. Sherry says CDs can be better for savings, and that was the case the past 2 years. Caitlin says, don't get me started. I'm so mad for my sister. She has a financial advisor who dropped the ball, didn't get things in when she got a cancer diagnosis, and then she was denied. So see, and maybe that's why it's important that we're doing these check-ins, not only at the end of the year, but like throughout the course of the year. I like that. Joyce says, being retired, I try to live on Social Security checks and save my pension checks for emergencies, play money, and Christmas. So Joyce, I like that you bring that up because another thing that this woman who was the financial advisor was saying is to be intentional with your money. And that's what it sounds like you do exactly. She was like, listen, as you're going into a new year, just take a look at things. She said it doesn't matter either how you budget. Like some people really like Excel. Some people like paper and a pen. They just like a notebook. Some people like an app. She's like, it doesn't matter what you like, but look at it. Do that financial overview that so many of us don't do because we're caught in the throes of the holidays. We're getting into the new year. She was like, and then decide, how am I going to be intentional with my money this year? And then what do I want to do? So I just love bringing that up because I do think that it gets all of us kind of in the mindset of what we should be doing and what we need to be thinking about as we head into a new year. All right. We're talking about Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Oh, Megan, she's going to be working at the casino for Christmas. If anybody's at the casino, make sure you say hi to Megan. Lori says they've got a church Christmas Eve. Family gets together on Christmas Day. Denise says Dad belongs to a post and the whole family gets together on Christmas Day. That's a lot of fun. And let's see here. Somebody else mentioned. Oh, here. Marguerite was saying, it's nice flying into Orlando, but it's not as nice flying back to Buffalo. Yes, understood. I think we've all been there. Okay, we have 3 minutes left, Peter, and you know that Katie does hit every single topic. So we had one more topic that we were going to be talking about. I'm trying to find it here at the bottom. Which one was this one, Aaron? Oh, the deadline. Oh, no, but I think we got that one. Peter, I think I might have done it. I think I might have hit every single topic. Oh, Pat, by the way, saying she's going overnight at Allegheny on Christmas and then to the next day. And then Noreen, I'm totally with you on this one. She wishes they taught more financial concepts in school. I don't think that's a bad idea. Oh, Anita, here we go. We'll wrap up with this topic. Go Bills. We've got a Bills game Sunday against the Pats. So the Pats, I think their record was 3-11. But I really liked how the past few days the Bills were saying they're not taking that for granted, because the Pats have a relatively new quarterback. He's not played against the Bills, and they're also trying to obviously get back in the win column here. So what do you guys think about the Bills game this weekend? Predictions. It is going to be, is anybody going? Because it's going to be really, really cold. Sarah, yeah, go Bills. I hope it's not too cold on Sunday. Caitlin, thank you. Nice and efficient. You know that I try my best. So the Bills game, I mean, Josh was saying, and I wanted to look up the forecast really quick. I want to say, he said it was going to be like 18 degrees or something like that. Like, that is cold. So if you're going or you know someone who's going, make sure you're being really careful and bundling up appropriately because it is going to be a cold one. I have all of these streamers in my coffee right now. I do feel like Ed is here because it's a little bit of a mishmash. These are adorable, though, these first night boxes. Peter says Bills, 30, Pats 10. Lori says go Bills. She's watching from home. Marguerite says, did anybody see the guy's gift to Josh Allen? Be sure to Google it. I did see that. It's on the Bills social media pages. Go see what the guys gifted Josh Allen. It was pretty funny. And Anita says her sister-in-law works the game. Her daughter is going burr. And let's see, somebody else had mentioned something else. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, you know, when you're missing that second person here. Well, listen, anyways, you guys have a fantastic weekend. I really hope that you have a great early start to your holidays because I think a lot of people are getting together this Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget about these first night boxes, because if you've got those kids or grandkids in your life, these were a lot of fun. So again, those were at Tops. They were $25, and like there really is a lot of stuff. I sent them to my friends' kids last year, and they had a blast. I'm going to try to send them another one this year. And there's like this poster just lays out all the fun different things that there are. And like we said, DJ Milk, I mean, he's a blast when he's on the show. Super fun when he does all of this stuff live for the kids on New Year's Eve too. All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. Really appreciate it. I am off next week, so Ed's back as long as he will be feeling well. So you guys make sure you take care of him for me, okay? Don't worry, I'll still check in. And I will see you after Christmas. Have a great day.